Hi, friends. Yesterday, we learned about different animals that migrate when it gets cold here. Migrate, to migrate means, or migration means for them to move to a different area where it's warmer. Because if it's cold, it's hard for them to find food, and being cold is not safe for the animals. So animals like butterflies, insects like butterflies, and some whales and birds, they migrate to a warmer place. Today, I want to show you a few more animals that migrate to a different place. This book is super special because it not only shows us who migrates in wintertime, but also teaches us about these cool animals. I am super excited. I hope you're excited too. Going Home, The Mystery of Animal Migration, written by Marianne Burkes, illustrated by Jennifer DeRubio. Going home, going home. We feel the urge to go. It's time for us to travel on. It's something we just know. Many of us look for food. Others find a mate. And when the weather starts to change, there is no time to wait. Going home, where I need to be. Somehow I will paddle on, swimming endlessly. From the ocean, I will crawl up onto the shore, laying eggs on a beach where I've been before. Friends, what animal do you see? What animal migrates? It's a loggerhead turtle. Loggerhead turtles hatch from eggs that the mother buries in a sandy beach. They scurry into the ocean where they live for many years. When the female, the mom, is ready to lay eggs, she usually swims back to the same beach where she was born. Going home, dancing in the sky, waking from our winter sleep. It's time for us to fly. We rested in our family tree, filling every space. But now it's time to travel on and find another place. Monarch butterflies migrate south to keep warm when winter approaches. They rest closely together in a semi-dormant state. That means they don't really move a lot. Often on this very same trees their ancestors occupied the year before. In spring, they fly north. They come back to where we are. Going home. I can find my way, navigating toward the coast where I used to stay. When it was cold, I had to move. I floated near the shore until I found a warm lagoon where I could eat some more. This is a manatee. Manatees migrate as water temperatures change. If the water is too cold, they will die. They often follow the same routes that their parents did, chewing on vegetation along the way. Going home. I feel the time is near. I'm heading where I lay my egg. I do it every year. I need to cross the wide blue sea, and then I'll eat my fill. Rapidly, I beat my wings and use my slender bill. This bird, remember yesterday we saw a hummingbirds that migrate south. This is also a type of a hummingbird. Ruby-throated hummingbirds travel between their winter and summer homes, make an amazing nonstop crossing over the Gulf of Mexico. When they reach land, they eagerly drink the sweet nectar from flowers for the energy they need to continue their journey. Ooh, we saw this animal yesterday as well. Going home, swimming wild and free to rivers that are cool and clear from the salty sea. I leap, I splash, I charge upstream, swimming on and on. I have to reach my place of birth. It's where I go to spawn. These are Pacific salmons. Pacific salmon lay eggs in freshwater streams. The tiny fish swim toward the salty ocean where they live for a few years until fully grown. Then they find the same river and battle their way upstream to their place of birth to lay their eggs. Going home, looking down below. The season's here, the path is clear, and we are all set to go. Honking high in the sky, flying in a V. We soar together in a flock, saving energy. Do you remember these birds? They are Canada geese. Canada geese fly together in a V formation, which creates a current of air that makes it easier for them to fly. They honk loudly to each other, kind of like a buddy system. That way they keep track of each other without looking around. Going home, moving on our way, heading for some icy seas from a nice warm bay. Our babies swim beside us, staying close to shore, traveling up the coastline 5,000 miles more. This is a California gray whale. California gray whales spend the winter near California and northern Mexico, which is much warmer even in wintertime. In spring, they start the long journey to cold northern waters where there is plenty to eat. The mothers stay close to the coast to protect their babies from killer whales. Going home, listen to the sounds. Our thundering herd is settling out to our vast calving grounds. The journey spans 2,000 miles, but we were born to run. We're on the treeless tundra now and feel the Arctic sun. These are caribous. Caribou gather in huge herds in winter in evergreen forests, where there is some protection from the cold. In spring, they move northward to the tundra to feed on low-growing plants and to give birth to their young. Oh, here's a new animal that we haven't met yet. Going home. I have the longest way. I travel all around the globe to see the light of day. I'm always moving north and south. I really love to fly. I nest up in the Arctic and dive for food supply. These birds are Arctic terns. The Arctic tern is the world's champion migrator. It travels over 20,000 miles per year to live in sunshine. Oh, so these birds migrate to look for sun. In June and July, it enjoys almost constant sunshine in the Arctic summer. In December and January, almost constant sunshine in the Antarctic summer. So these birds fly all the way from the very top of the earth to all the way to the very bottom of the earth. The very north and the very south. That is super cool, friends. Going home. I never use the sky. I flap my wings in water, and that is how I fly. My mate will keep our baby warm while I feed the sea. And then I'll waddle miles on ice to find my family. These are emperor penguins. Emperor penguins fly through the water, propelled by their flippers. So they're very good swimmers. They live mostly in water, but in winter, they migrate inland onto ice, where the female lays a single egg. Then she goes back to the ocean to feed while the egg is kept warm by the male. So for the penguins, the mommy penguin lays the egg, And the daddy penguin keeps the egg nice and safe and warm. Going home, by land, by sky, by sea. Our journey back from here to there is still a mystery. We have to move from place to place. You know the reasons now. Our genius is to know the way, and yours to wonder how. Look at all these animals traveling all across the map. These animals must be very strong, resilient, and have great growth mindset that they can travel and reach their home for the season. Friends, so this book taught me that these animals have homes that they use when it's warm and homes that they use when it's cold. So when they migrate to a warmer place in wintertime, they have homes that they can stay during wintertime at a place where it's warmer. And when it gets, when the season, the spring comes around and summer comes around, and where we live gets warmer, these animals would migrate all the way back to where we live in the northern part of the world to their homes that they use for when it's warm up here. Wow, it was very cool. And it is truly a mystery how these animals can travel so much back and forth. I hope you've enjoyed the book and learned about these cool animals that migrate. I'll see you guys later.